30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts turned to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used. Honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, it's sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this. There was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll look to throw here. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They'll try and throw for it here. He can run for it, and he will. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pitch to Fournette, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Back to that Philly, here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards, that gets them close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
Brandon, I know what I would do in this situation. You're on the road. It's the opening drive. You've gotten all the way down here. I would go for it.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From his goal line here, Goff. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Block 20.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll run here with John Kelly, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. not worry about the one play that didn't allow him to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along as they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Gall. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Telvin Smith in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, here's Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. He may try and run for this. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Room to run inside the 40. They find some open field here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This is Fournette, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And the Rams getting set to go now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Rams are in for 6. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there on those gloves. They help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
one would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Michael Brockers able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle. And we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
5.
Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Detroit!
Again, it's Fournette. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got Moncrief. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
No, check, Patriot! Gun!
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now Fournette. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll get it up the middle. A good run of 6 yards there, gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long fourth and goal.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
This drive started with first and goal. Now that it's fourth and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. They'll toss it to Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Fournette. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
He'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. Finding room to the 20, and he slides to avoid the hit. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Now let's go. 319.
And they'll run it here. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 35 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Brandon Cooks, the 40, 30, the 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Now they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Fournette on the toss to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he's going to be met at about the 43. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have that in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that.